Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Aaron Blue Eyes, and surprise, surprise, we got the 2.08 Predator Hunting Grounds patch. So we got this month's paid DLC, which includes the brand new Viking Predator from Valhalla. So let's go ahead and take a look at his customizations, and his weapon. I'm going to dive into a private match just to kind of showcase the way he looks, as well as his attack with his primary weapon, and then go over some patch notes. There's been a lot of changes to the fire team, balancing changes, as well as, oh, this is a UX change right here. It shows that's my default pick. As far as updating the passive abilities on the fire team members, and they also added this new system for the classes of the fire team called selectable fire team specializations that I'll go over later. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead and build a Viking Predator. So this is what he looks like. He looks like he's based off of Berserker. That's pretty cool. They did a really good job on like the intricate, ornate details on this Predator. It says Viking class attributes. The Viking is stronger and slower than even the Berserker, making them a ferocious adversary. Rather than using additional gear, they lean more on their own abilities as a show of strength. So they have max health, very little stamina, very, very slow, and very little gear. Alright, so let's name him Viking. And let's equip his battle axe. Oh, so a collapse is just like the other Predator weapons. Wielded by the Viking Predator of the North, this powerful two-handed battle axe was forged for devastating close-range attacks against ferocious Norsemen. The secondary attack provides a heavy overhead swing with increased damage to any prey it finds. Few would ever look upon this blade without it cleaving their skull. So it looks pretty sick. Comrade, be a good boy. So I want to test out that attack ability, that overhead swing. So I think it's going to be kind of similar to the samurai sword, having the capability of using a left trigger attack. So he's slow. I'm gonna put this guy in here. It's got 10 gear slots and 12 perk slots. So let's go ahead and clear his perks out. I'm not gonna go crazy right now. I just want to put what makes sense for me based on past builds. So he's got like no stamina and no movement speed. So I think I'm going to treat him like the Berserker and put long jump on him, as well as adrenal boost to help with his exhaustion recovery, because every time he swings that there battle axe, I pet my dog, he's just lied down next to me on the couch. Every time he swings his battle axe, it's going to drain his stamina. And then because he's going to be in combat a lot, I might put might throw medic or large pouch. Oh, fearless might be good. I'm gonna put fearless on him. Alright, and as far as gear goes, healing kit obviously, and let's go with bear traps. And then we'll take a look at the different options he has for his predlocks and his helmet. So they're kind of like stubbier versions of the thicker ones, and it looks like all the colors are the same as past predlocks, just with the new textures and the new size. Alright, so equip that. You can see his face up close in this view too. It reminds me of a bull almost for some reason. I like the fact that you can only see out of one eye too. That's cool. Alright, and then let's take a look at armors and see what shaders he has. That's weird that I had to buy his default armor. Shouldn't I already own it? Alright. By the way, last update, this was a new mythical shader added to the game for the predators that I wasn't aware of. We'll just go through these real quick. Alright, and then let's go to his head and look at his mask. Arthos, is that a new one? No, yeah, it is a new one, but I've seen that before. So, Viking. Oh, so there's a dual color tone, which is cool for like accents. I want them to add black as like an armor color option for the predators, or like a charcoal. All right, so we're gonna back out of this and let's go jump into a private match for him real quick. Oh wait, I'm gonna make him default. Match, and I just want to attack some hostile AI. Looks like they increased the type size here of the mode and the map name. So I want to test out that overhead swing to see how fast the stamina drains, and while we're here, they added something that they needed to add, and a lot of people, I know I'm psyched over it. They updated the mimicry wheel for the Predator to include something from one of the movies. I won't spoil it, I'll just show it once I get into the map. So one of the things I'm trying to find out is how this will migrate over to PlayStation 5, because I play on PlayStation 4, and for the most part it plays pretty good. I play on the Pro, not the regular PlayStation 4. But when I play with my cousins who are on PC, I get a fair amount of frame rate drops or like lag on when I look at their characters. They look like they're choppy when they move, and I think upgrading to a PlayStation 5 will help with that. Alright, so let's go ahead and just jump into this. So they made some quality of life changes to the game. They fixed some crash fixes, bonus XP for low population queues. AI now respond to audio decoys and noisemakers. They fixed sunroof collision on backwater. There's a bunch of other ones, but if you go to forum.predator.ilphonic.com and go to patch notes 2.08, you can see all the patch notes. Oh, look at him, he looks badass. I almost feel like he needs a little growl. Alright, that's that left trigger swing. Alright, so there's no combo. It just does it. And then... can't tell if that was a 2-hit or a 3-hit. Try one more time. 1, 2. I think it might just be a 1-2. So he's like a super berserker, this guy. So here we go for that special surprise I was talking about. They added from Predator 2, want some candy? Yes! Yes! And it's even distorted the way you want it. Oh, it's so great. Now we're gonna do it the same way when you're in the game normally. Oh, dude, I'm so psyched. I gotta tell my buddy Skinless Gravy and I talk about that all the time from Predator 2, and we're like sending each other like memes and like little video clips of it. Oh, it's fucking great. I want them to add from Predator 1 when Arnold's like, kill me, do it now, do it! Like, that needs to get added too, that would be awesome. Oh, I'm gonna test out what his stealth kill is with this battle axe. I did a stealth kill compilation video a couple months ago. If you go check that out on my channel, it goes through every stealth kill with every weapon up until this has been added. However, I did find out after I made that there are actually stealth kills also associated with victims that are pinned by a net gun to the ground and to the floor. That was not part of that video, and I'm gonna try to see if I can make that compilation in the future. It's tough. You gotta not only pin the target, but also get the stealth kill off. Alright. Wow, dude, he flung his body like a rag doll. I feel like I wish I could throw this thing. I don't know why. Alright, where's all the hostile enemies, man? There we go. I want to sound the alarm so I can get a bunch of AI over here so I can just wipe them out. That's brutal. I want to see if I can take out this health kit with this. I missed it completely. There we go. That was not nearly as dramatic as I wanted it to be. There was like no enemies there. Alright, I'm gonna go kill one more lot of enemies real quick. And
that ain't human.
And then I'll try to get into a public match looking at the new stuff for the fire team. Alright, so that's a quick look at the Viking Predator. I love the fact that I have the gurgle after that too. So I'm gonna back out of this message. This private match, and I'm gonna look at the fire team next. So what they did was they updated the passive abilities on some of the fire team members. Removed both passive abilities because they added this whole other system where you can select this like active specification or specialization for fire team members, and each class has its own thing. So Dutch 87 has stayed the same. Dutch 2025 has stayed the same as far as his passive. This is one that was changed. So the assault class maintains hipfire accuracy, but they got rid of secondary weapon damage to bullet weapon damage, meaning any gun they fire, both primary and secondary, now has an increase in bullet damage to all targets. Recon has stayed the same. Scout, this is a big change on a Scout, and this is probably one of my favorite classes for a fire team. So both of his passives were removed. So Scout's passives used to be quick swapping your weapons, so your weapon speed swapping was fast, and you had a faster teammate revive ability. Now we have a sprint damage resistance. So while you're sprinting, because your Scout, you're meant to, be nimble and move, get to mission objectives, flank, all that kind of stuff. So they're rewarding you moving quickly by giving you a damage resistance while you're on the move. Additionally, the secondary passive is post-sprint damage boost. So now, if you... Oh, so that's a little bit different than I thought. Post-sprint damage boost. They worded it differently on the patch notes than that. Clash fire team. Anyway, so this says that you get a damage boost after you sprinted, which is not what they worded in the patch notes, or at least maybe I misread it. The way it sounded was if you took incoming fire, you would then have a speed boost to run after the fact. But what they're saying in the game is it's a post-sprint damage boost. So, you're running to the next mission objective, you sprinted there, after you've completed your sprint, you have an increased damage to your output on your weapons. So that's really cool. So they're really going to reward Scout players for running and gunning and moving to do what they need to do. Support has big change too. So their secondary is team proximity damage resistance. So if the team stays near the support class, you're going to get a team damage resistance buff that didn't previously exist. And team ammo reserve. So before, these things weren't for the team, it was just for the support class. So the primary was ammo reserves before, and the secondary passive before was explosive resistance. Now it's team proximity damage resistance. And then in addition to those changes, I'm going to go to a private match because I just want to see how this works without going into a public match. They added these specialization options. So every fire team member now has 4 options that they can pick before they spawn into the match that are more specialization for each class that are on the fly for the match. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will highlight a couple of them. So each build has 4 different options, and it's really meant for the fire team to strategize amongst themselves, because some classes share some buffs, and if there's multiple people playing the same class, for example, there's 2 support people, if they both pick the same thing, it doesn't stack. It won't stack. So it would be a waste if 2 people pick the same thing. So you really need to coordinate your fire team before you ready up now. And they're pretty interesting in some of the things that they can do. So while we're loading in here, example, Assault has an ability called, well, let's just bring it up on the screen. Let's see if it shows it here. Change loadout. We'll start with Assault. Okay, it's not here. I don't see it. That's weird. You'd think it would be here. So I guess maybe it's when you go to spawn into
Guerrilla
the map.
forces are buying massive fuel shipments from an elusive black market contact. We're sending you in to find the fuel stores and destroy them. This should disrupt operations in the area for the foreseeable future.
They're supposed to be selectable. Like it sounds like you pick only one. But I'm not seeing any way to select it yet. It's gotta. When does it happen? Anyways, Assault, which is what I'm running right now, it says they have an ability called Unleashed, increased damage with explosives. Reckless, gains a temporary damage boost after receiving damage. Fanatic, increased damage and speed while wounded. And Deadly, increased assault rifle damage. I would have thought that would have been something you would pick in the loadout menu.
Good luck out there.
But it's not showing up here. So I don't know what happened. I don't know where it is. It can't be all 4 of those things. Because it says added selectable, like you're supposed to pick.
Voodoo 1, this is Zeus. Move to location Alpha and track down the last fuel shipment.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why it didn't show up. Is this specific for Clash? No, because it says some things are no effect in Clash. So, all right, I'm gonna end this match real quick. Maybe it's when you build your loadout is when you set it up, which would suck because I think it should be an on-the-fly change that you should be able to do before you jump into a game. Because if you already build your loadouts preemptively, which everyone does, and you and your fire team go to a match, and 2 of you have the same specialization, it's not going to stack if it's a team-based thing.
Enemies! Free ammo!
And that's just a waste, which I don't know. So, alright, let's get out of here. Slaughter these dudes real quick and we'll switch it up. Alright, let's leave. I thought I would have got that going into this match. So like some of the more interesting ones is for well, we should be able to. I didn't go through them on the tablet because I thought I was going to see them listed there, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So let's pick Dodge. I don't see him here either. Maybe I gotta create a whole new loadout? No, it doesn't make sense. Alright, I see what I have for his abilities. I'm gonna just change it real quick. And then change it back. I don't know why it's not showing up. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. I was hoping to show you this right now, but it's not coming up. My apologies. It might be a thing where maybe we have to reset our preferences and delete all our loadouts and then rebuild them from scratch, which would suck, to showcase this new system. Because I went to a match, which is where I thought it would be, and it wasn't there. You know what? Before I do that, let's go jump into a public match. 30% XP increase. Huh. I'm max level, so it doesn't do shit for me. But cycle, 7 minutes, 36 seconds. So do no preference. Maybe it will work once I'm gonna go load into a match with other people. At least I'm having to, stumble through this, and that way, after you've watched this, you'll be able to either know why it's working or why it's not working. They made changes to Clash too, the way it works. It's better balanced game mode. With the way that the objective moves around. Before it was 300 points, which is half the match. Now it's 150 points, and it will move from a different spot to a different spot to make it a little more interesting. They also made the Predator meters, I think, a little faster. So like it takes 50 points to get the first Predator, and then 25 points to get subsequent Predators. They had a bunch of other things that they changed. They made a big damage increase to frag grenades, 300% damage increase, and a 33% increase to grenade launchers, including the mercenary and hammerhead grenades.
To map out this network, we need to know what's coming in, where it's going, who's shipping it, and to whom.
Shotguns have a 50% damage increase as well, which I thought I needed because that shotguns were fucking terrible in Clash. Hey, can you guys hear me? Anyone got a mic? That's a big no. All right, I'm not seeing these specializations that they're talking about in the patch notes. So either when they implemented it and went live with this update, it didn't work, or I need to clear the game out. Did any of you guys pick your fire team specializations?
Applying camo.
Voodoo 1, this is Zeus. Move to location Alpha and stand by for further orders.
I don't think anyone's talking. Nobody's got a mic. Alright, so I'm going to just play this match real quick, because I'm not going to abandon them. So,
judging by the armed guards, I'd say that's the boss. Take him out, then grab his keys.
I think we've been made.
In the AO.
Hostiles have been confirmed.
The eye is dead.
fucking explosions everywhere, man.
Open his personal room, where I'm guessing he keeps his ledgers and manifests.
Loading. Smoke out.
Trust me when I tell you.
What the fuck just happened?
Help me.
I don't know what just happened. That was weird. That's new.
Stick to the mission.
Check these coordinates.
Who's he playing as? He's playing as. That was like some kind of stun ability or something. He's gonna get murdered. He's dead.
I'm reading the flatline.
Yeah, it's from that axe.
Together, Voodoo.
Come on, sniper, finish up that predator,
My
man.
team members down. Stick to the mission.
That was a quick match.
Voodoo, are you there? Voodoo!
And I thought the battle axe was bad. Nope.
Yeah, it was weird, like when you hit me with it, it like stunned me. It made the whole screen go black and white and I was like stunned.
Oh, it stuns? I never knew that.
So, did you use the left trigger attack or no?
Yeah, I used it.
That's probably what it did. It like froze me, I couldn't move, and my whole screen went black and white, and then you downed me.
Man, they better nerf this thing.
Alright, good game, peace.
GG.
So I think that's where I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to do a little more research to find out why these specializations aren't showing up. I would have thought they would have showed up, like I said before, going into a match, or when you customize your character. And they're in neither spot. Oh, they kept a continuation, though, for matchmaking, which is new. I don't know whether they're out there, so I'm going to try to find that out, and next time I stream, I'll address it. So thank you very much for your time, for taking a look at the Viking Predator, as well as talking about some of the patch notes. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for future Predator Hunting Grounds videos such as this. Peace.